It's time. The end is here. Hello. The end is here. Frankfurt has arrived.
Hello everyone. Good evening. Unlikely a slot for Chris Frontline, but it is what it is. I spoke video length on Saturday or Sunday, was it? I don't remember. During the weekend. Who's here? Sunny, Joe, Duck, Bellhound, Eaglet, Cat, Nostromo, Irma, Trooper. Hello. Finish the story in time. Already? Damn. It's the final countdown. How are you feeling? Yes, I am feeling. Queen, thank you for the member chat. Thank you. But yeah, sorry also for being the entire day like, oh, I don't know, like maybe, oh, I'll try. And then on the last minute, I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Hey, Duskblight. Hello. Are you story over so I can see it again, the Christmas streams? Oh. Hello, Duskblight. You're just in time, actually. You're lucky because, I mean, I just kind of decided last minute to go ahead with this. Because I've been kind of sicklish this week. Like I canceled on Tuesday because I was not feeling well. But then on Wednesday, so yesterday, I was like, yippee! I feel so fine. I've never felt better in my life. And then today I woke up feeling sick. So it was an entire day like, oh, maybe I'll postpone it, or maybe I'll just play something chill, like quietly, so I, to not cancel again. But then I had one of those things in like, you wake up feeling sick and you go to work anyway, and you survive work, and then you get home and I'm like, suddenly I feel better. It's probably also because I got a... Remember I told you guys that we got like a lost Amazon package thingy? They ended up refunding my sister, and now I finally received it again. So I was trying it out. I was trying on my iPad with a protector thingy that makes it feel like paper. And it's truly life-changing. So I'm like, oh my god. I can art. Told you our Kiss for Line players with nothing to do with suffer. Yippee! We love last minute choices. Hell yeah. A small contribution to the fun. To the fans for the hundreds of 84s you're gonna need. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, right, Eaglet. Thank you. I can't interact with it here. My race is blasting Invisible by Duran Duran to have hype to stream. Hell fucking yeah. Also, it's pretty good at refunds today for one PC parts, which shocked me. Yeah, me too. I mean, I was actually shocked because the thing is that I know they deliver the package because I saw the Amazon guy, because I have a doorbell camera, a Google one, so it connects to my phone and I get notifications on my phone. But then something happened during the day, or maybe it was the Amazon driver himself. But when I got home, it was not there. Which is pretty weird for here, I know it's very common in some places that people will steal like packages from like porches. I don't have a nickname for it in the States, I think. But here in our, I don't know if in my city, but like in my area, it's like unheard of. So we were very confused. I even asked my neighbor, like, hey, did you maybe because it was windy, so I'm like, and it was like a light light thing. So I'm like, oh, maybe it flew to like his door, and then he got home and he just grabbed it without looking at the name. So I'm like, oh, did you perhaps like grab a package for me by mistake? And he was like, no, like I saw it when I went out and like in the morning for my walk, and I didn't see it when I came back at like around noon. I'm like, oh, someone took it then, I guess. And you know, for my sister, it was showing as delivered, but when she contacted Amazon, they were like, oh, it looked like it was marked delivered by mistake, so we're gonna send it again. They never sent it again. So then like 2 days later, my sister was like, yeah, no, it's not here yet. So they're like, okay, we're gonna refund you. And then my sister bought it again, and now it's here. And the thing is that I have a doorbell camera, but I couldn't check what happened because I was not paying Google the subscription for it. So it only kept like 4 hours of footage. Then it deletes everything. And by the time we got home, more than 4 hours have gone by. I might have been Google themselves so to get me to subscribe to your thing. I don't know, man. Because now I'm subscribed. I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna have the 30-day camera logs. Thank you very much. Sunburn ID. I'm logging into the game now. 5 nights in Canada. Porch Raiders. Yeah, those. Porch Paradeus. Porch Pirates. Yeah. I always told me if I'm not picking my guts out, then I'm good to work. I don't know if it's OBS or my computer. If there's like extra delay in your messages, it's because I literally just got them all in a bunch. But I always blame Paradeus. I was actually blaming Paradeus today also for feeling sick. Because I was like, I was feeling perfectly fine yesterday. How come today's on the day I'm like, finally tomorrow I'll be able to start Convolutional Kernel. Suddenly I'm sick again. So you know what? I blame Paradeus. They're putting something in the water. But yeah, I thought it was even Porch Pirates. Either Porch Pirates or just the Amazon driver himself. The funny thing is that I had just happened to watch a video of like an Amazon driver stealing the package. Like, you know, he will put it down, take the picture as delivered, and then take it back. Wait. Do you guys want to know something funny? Not long before stream, Queen came into my DMs and asked me have you tried Uma Musume? And I was like, oh, he does not know. He's not aware that I've been on this train since forever ago. Oh, child. Oh, sweet summer child. Let me tell you about my JP days. He wasn't there for the Momosume watch along. He wasn't there for those 2 streams of me playing the JP version without understanding a single thing. I sent him a screenshot actually of this stream. Like 4 years ago. I was like, bro, I've been on this train for a while. I was betting on horses way before you were born. Pretty much. Let me remove some. Arms. No, we're gonna keep the jacket actually. But yeah, it was because he's planning. He wants me to play Sumo Party Dash with him, so I went and bought the game right away. Of course, like any sane person will do. There was an Sumo watch along. Yeah, like 4 years ago. 4 or 3 years ago, something like that. Only the first season though. Hello, yikes. But yes, that's gonna happen at some point. But now, clearly like a very sane person. Exactly. You know, like I check my bank account today, and I have money for my bills and some extra, and the game is on sale. So I was like, why not? I'll just get it right away before I forget, and then it's not on sale anymore. 4 years ago, means you watched the first and second seasons, right? Yeah, no, I only watched the first one, because then I kind of stopped doing watch-alongs after a while. Because scheduling was like kind of all over the place. So like I'd rather just stick to streams. Maybe we could get them to happen again and just watch all of it. Season 1, 2, 3, the OVAs, the OVAs, the TV show, Road to the Top, Beginning of a New Era, Cinderella Grey. The Runners watch along. Didn't I do one or did I not? I think I did it. Yeah, I think I did one. No, with the English dub, because I watched it on the JP dub on my own, or with my friends. So then I was like, oh, I'm gonna check out the English dub. I heard it's pretty good, and it was actually pretty good. I created watch along with Canopus seems only. I wasn't born yet, I think. Oh no, Irma. The Spanish dub coded? Oh, I've never heard the Spanish dub. But yeah. Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Give me a second, I got a message. Oh, never mind. Let's convolute this kernel. I had to say this, I wish I actually remembered to send the title, help me later. I don't think I did either, I can't remember. So we shall see. I can't remember if I did. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like outside stream, because I realized on a stream that you actually got to you actually got to write. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to embarrass myself in public any more than I already do. So like, I'm gonna do it later on my own time. And I don't think I did. We shall see now. We shall see. So let's go. Ah, yes, that old old music. Also, do you see my little cursor? You probably can barely see it. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Just so you guys can see it. Where's the size? It's 45, yeah. Mouse pointer size. I am gonna make it giant. No. Wait, where do I check the thing? I hate mouse pointer. Whatever. I'll get it from the other. Oh yeah. No, it still shows tiny on the screen. This is so sad. What's the default size again? I don't remember. Okay, this is good enough. Small bin. The home screen BGM is so nostalgic, but yeah, it's a little, it's a little, it's Leva actually. It's Frontline 2 design. I follow someone on Coffee that does cursors because they were doing a lot of like WoA and Stainless cursors, and suddenly they dropped like Leva Gears Frontline 2 out of nowhere, and I'm like, let's just let it go. My 2-year break from Gears Frontline 1 was right when Commander's later was released, so I missed it. No. We can say it's a flat cursor? Yes. Am I gonna skip Yang during Gears Frontline 2? Is Levan Roar after her? I was gonna skip her anyway. I mean, actually, no, I wasn't. I was not sure if I was gonna skip her, but now I probably will. Because I'm like, you know, we're probably gonna get Leva and Lena and Ro. So, gotta save. But yeah, it's time. It's time, it's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. Oh yeah, maybe Lainey also, yeah. Yeah, gotta reunite all of 4-4, you know, gotta reunite all the family. But yeah. Let's get the ambient lighting going, because it's PV time. I actually have not watched the PV, so you're gonna get my live reaction. Here's Frontline. '93, '95. Oh, the sirens. What? Okay. Okay. I understand exactly what I thought, yes. Of course. Ah, yeah, the menu background music goes hard. That's a hell of an opening. Hell yeah, it is. Imagine if Frontline 2 had cool PVs. I miss the cool PVs. We're getting the crate songs back though. I heard about that. Now we're only missing the cool PVs. Like the character, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, the 3D PVs they do for the characters, they're cool. But we're kind of missing event PVs. And like, you know, even in 3D they can do crazy shit. Like remember the Gears Frontline 2 opening cinematic thingy with like Rosa falling and like all the things and all like the flashbacks to previous events and stuff. That was some classic Gears Frontline. So you know, it can be done in 3D. So why are they not doing it? Come on, Mika. Get on with it, Mika. Oh god, this goes so hard. And yeah, I'm like, this cube. Like, why are we getting back to the cube? But like, now it's exploding. What does the cube mean? What does the cube represent? Oh, it has nightmare. Okay, we're gonna do the thing that we always do. We're gonna start in the harder difficulty. They brought back nightmare difficulty, god damn. We're gonna start on nightmare. If they kick my ass too much, we're gonna go down to hard. And if they keep kicking my ass, we're going down to normal. But we start with pain. As it's meant to be. I think this is titled The Year 2064 Overture. That's peak. Alright, let's go. Oh, this fucking... Every time they mention character in just Frontline 2, I'm just like hit by a wave of like, oh, this guy! The burning sea of suffering. Alright! Alright! That's that sure is an opener. Go. Mildly on the nose. (2030 Frankfurt time, November 15th. A live broadcast on DDR2, the Democratic German Broadcasting Network. What the fuck is this guy doing here? Okay, we're gonna use the radio voice for TV broadcast.
In 2045, we stood alongside our friends in the German Democratic Republic to confront the enemies of Europe. It marked the beginning of a deep friendship forged between us. We have constantly tried to resolve issues peacefully and ease attention in current affairs. But our love for peace and endless restraint are taken as cowardice. Our bottom line is encroached upon, slowly but surely. The forces behind the push for a Russo-Trist Union deliberately destabilized the situation in the new Soviet Union to achieve their goals. I am certain this is only the beginning. This Russo-Trist Union is a filthy and bloody scam orchestrated by your enemies. Under the guise of resurrecting the spirit of Rosarch, who died in 2033, they seek profit by meddling in German-Soviet international affairs, plunging our peoples into misery. They may still be in hiding, they may be scheming, or they may already be taking action. It's all just a matter of time. One thing is for certain. This force is currently concentrated in Frankfurt. Therefore, we are launching special military operations in Moscow and Frankfurt. I solemnly assure you, citizens of the new Soviet Union and the German Democratic Republic, that we will never harm the interests of the people. Our actions are just. I call on all of us to work together and turn this tragic page of our history. The fate of the new Soviet Union lies in the hands of its people. The soldiers of the new Soviet Union are ready for action. The decisions we make will be carried out, and our nation's security will be reliably guaranteed. I do not doubt that we will have your support. I believe our loyalty to the new Soviet Union will grant us unstoppable strength.
Alright, sure. Dimitri following Carter right now? Yeah, you should be following him. If Carter's methods of saving the new Soviet Union wasn't so draconian, the commander and him would have gotten along. Yeah, I mean, isn't that true for, like, most of these guys? Because, you know, like, a few of them actually have, like, pretty nice goals. It's just that their way of going about it tends to be, I'm gonna kill everyone that does not agree with me. Or, like, you know, manipulate the masses. Through inserting political puppets in important positions, etc., etc., you know. We're gonna deprive the people of their freedom. Just so, you know, we can have a nice new world but like everyone will listen to me. Hey, and we're doing fine. Just starting some love and hope here. Live in the white zone pot and eat the bugs. Yeah, exactly, you know. You will be happy. You will be happy. Just listen to me. Do not deny me. But you know, most of them are actually like very nice goals when you put in them. If they just tell you like what they want to achieve, you're like, hey, that's actually pretty nice. But then they tell you how they want to achieve it, and it's like, okay, you psycho. Early Warning Radar Station, 77th Air Defense Battalion, 2nd Guard Regiment of the Frankfurt Garrison. Night paints the grass and trees a dark green. Nestled among them, the Early Warning Radar looms like a giant, its compound eyes of antenna arrays gazing toward the horizon. Suddenly, the previously steady radar echoes grow restless. Inside the radar control room, the screen lights up with numerous red dots marked Unknown Target. The alert sirens cause everyone present to tense up instantly. Radar detects numerous aerial targets. There's a lot of them. Something's not right. Report this to command immediately. The call connects. This is the 77 Air Defense Battalion Command. This is the early warning radio station under the 77th Air Defense Battalion. We're detecting a large formation of aircraft in the eastern airspace. 210 kilometers from the capital's air defense perimeter, 6 degrees northeast, course unknown. Please provide target details. Radar echoes are chaotic, possibly due to interference. We tried hailing them, but we received no response. Radar is still picking up new targets. The total number of incoming aircraft is over 700. Where the fuck did they get so many aircraft from? We will notify all missile sites to activate fire control radar to log on and issue warnings. Make it your top priority to drive them off when we hear back from the higher-ups. Keep track of the targets and sync all current intel with Air Force Central Command. Understood. Minutes later, fire control radars at the air defense missile site east of Frankfurt activate a sequence, trying to track the elusive targets in the sky. But soon, piercing howls sears through the air. Giant shadows sitting in the night fire multiple missiles at low altitude. They strike across the sky at terrifying speed. Explosions rock the ground as fire engulfs the missile site. Personnel not hitting the blast quickly transmit the attack report to the 77th Battalion Command. Good evening, everyone. How's the love and hope? Well, PCU, you arrived just in time for for that. So, how do you think it's going? Command! The 102nd Air Defense Missile Site is under attack by unidentified targets. Severe damage to both missiles and fire control radars. Casualties yet to be confirmed. Before command can respond, another report arrives from the early warning radar station. Report! The target group in the eastern airspace has vanished. A new group has appeared in the southern airspace. They breached the capital's air defense perimeter. It's electronic deception. Damn it! Contact Air Force Command immediately. We are under invasion. Unknown forces are launching an air raid. The enemy is right at our doorstep. Yippee! Beasting System Data Center, White Zone. Only the monotonous hum of machines breaks the silence. This place seems utterly unaffected no matter what upheaval occurs outside.
Hey, Q. While waiting, Q tries to estimate how long she has been down here and wonders what's happening out there on the surface. But she senses nothing while separated by such thick reinforced concrete. The red light on the storage car turns green. Q pulls it out and walks past the guard. The guard salutes respectfully as Q leaves the heavily secured data center. Passing through a vast hall, Q arrives at the elevator to Stasi HQ. She pulls out her communicator and selects an encrypted internal channel.
Hey, it's Surman K.
Frankfurt extract data has been synced. Awaiting next instructions from the Stasi.
It's been confirmed that Frankfurt's air defense system did not activate. Our air defenses came under large-scale bombardment by Carter's rebel air force. So far, no signs of ground forces have been spotted.
So many bombers and not a single warning. Has the garrison done nothing at all?
Major General Cohn, commander of the garrison, is reporting to the National Defense Council. The Council has now authorized wartime posture with the Army Command and greenlit border forces to initiate defensive operations.
Chairwoman Ulrich has already departed. We're on our way to Frankfurt right now.
Understood. I'll make the arrangements. Q ends the call and enters the elevator. As it rises quietly, the tremors of the earth grow clearer. Q knows she's stepping onto the battlefield.
Sheesh. You're in on it?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Up in the sky, fighter jets soar Frankfurt from above like a convocation of eagles. Once the air defense perimeter around the capital is breached, roaring engines stir the night sky, throwing the once peaceful city into turmoil. A group of aircraft pouring through the breach in formation, spearheaded by the 555th Electronic Warfare Squadron. The lead aircraft fixes its gaze on Primark radar coordinates, ready to strike.
On command from Eagle Nest, deploy flares around the detection zone.
Getting the order, they open their bomb base and release multiple decoy flares. Once deployed, these flares simulate aircraft signatures, tricking ground raiders into reporting false enemy activity. Soon, high above, the AEW aircraft designated Eagle Nest intercepts the ground raiders' frequencies.
Ground base radar models, rotation parameters, and coordinates now synced. All squadrons begin scheduled ground strikes. Copy.
Hey, Equinox. How is good? Oh, airstrike on civilians. Yeah, yippee!
Before altering course, they spot dazzling fire erupting from the dark ground through their canopies. At the same moment, other Primark locations also burst into flame.
I do think they're attacking, like, other bases though, but, like, still. It's, like, out of nowhere. And as far as I know, war has to be, like, announced. Like, politely announced. But we're not under regular circumstances here. Eagle Nest, Squadron 676 has completed anti-radiation missile strike. Returning to base.
As successive explosions erupt, all ground radar sites are destroyed in mere minutes. But this is only the beginning.
All strike squadrons, this is Eagle Nest. Now syncing intel on Frankfurt's air defense deployment and IFF codes. Priority targets, enemy Air Force command centers, air bases, runways, communication facilities, highways, railroads, and bridges.
Oh, they're targeting like emergency runways, anything that could serve as an emergency runway. They're targeting to like highways, railroads, and bridges. Oh. Yeah.
Escort squadrons. We'll identify reserve airfields. Military assets are relocating. Also, Recon reports enemy aircraft airborne and heading toward us at bearing 080. Shoot down all targets to cover our strike units. Copy.
As the orders are issued, more aircraft push deeper into the region. In the sky, the warplanes form a vast net, engulfing the spur on the main river. The entire city of Frankfurt is burning.
Well, what a beginning. As a famous Endurance trainer once said, "Se prendió esta mierda." There's a target in Dauerban since that can serve as a runway. Yeah, and like they can serve anything, key infrastructures, but also like anything that can serve as a runway. Because, like runways, bridges, railroads, that stuff not only can be used to like transport people and personnel and troops or whatever, some of those can also be used as emergency runways. Since they're bombing the runways, they're just like leaving no options. Don't worry, the hospitals are next. Actual valid military targets are not relating of the Geneva suggestion? Not yet. Alright. What's next? What's this? The story of your life. Or to cast down from heaven. Let's do this. Who's this young man? Is it like young Carter or like young Yegor? Or like just some random dude? I guess we'll see. Oh. What the fuck? What is this budget? Well, we have animated, like little animated cutscenes. When did Mika get the budget for that?
File NUSSRA264738729645 decrypting.
Yeah, you read the entire numbers. These are the fruits of the Kluki scheme.
November 14, 2064. Orca! Alexei, wake up! I was sound asleep when Roma suddenly shook me awake in the middle of the night. He said a new mission had come. Dawn is about to break. I followed him to the secret base, which quickly filled up with people. I saw a captain, dentist, speaking in hushed tones with his superior. A large map was displayed on the main screen. I instantly understood what's about to happen. I had been waiting for this moment since I joined KCCO a year ago. I just didn't expect it to arrive so abruptly and without warning. At noon, Roma, Bierfang, Ryder, and I disguised ourselves as civilians and slowly made our way into Moscow, driving the most inconspicuous car we could find. The streets were calm, and cold, of course. I realized it was Friday. At this hour, the office workers will still be in their air-conditioned buildings, while my dad was probably in the shop baking pizzas. Honestly, I worried about their safety, but there's nothing I could say. Thankfully, my comrades are a bunch of trustworthy, principled guys. As always, we won't lay a finger on civilians unless absolutely necessary. When we pass Gorky Park, we got stopped by patrolling officers, again. Roma pretended to be annoyed, flashed his ID, grumbled a bit. The police didn't seem suspicious, said it's just routine. As planned, we reached a safe house near Bunker 42 and used a passphrase to report to dentist. We received new orders, and the rest of the afternoon was uneventful. While watching from the window, I spotted Alice's candy shop across the street. A mother was teasing her child with freshly bought cotton candy. When I was little, some jerk once snatched my little sister's cotton candy bought from there. I beat the hell out of that jerk. My sister gave me half of the cotton candy. It was sweet, fluffy, and delicious. I love that his instant response was to beat the guy up. Like, hell yeah. That same jerk is now dating my sister. Wow. Screw this. Next time, I'm gonna beat him up again. Anyway, I gave up on the idea of going down to buy some cotton candy. These guys will brag on me, and I'd never hear the end of it. So I just came for a bit. 20 minutes later, I was at 0 out of 8. Forget it. I opened up a romance flick. A quarter into the runtime, I couldn't even remember who the male MC was. Then I thought about cotton candy again. Once the URC is established and those cheap pan-European Union candies fill the market, this store will probably go under. All the candy factories will go under. And the Neo-Soviet Union will go under too. Those bastards behind the URC and the corporations backing them will tear her apart, devour her completely, then wipe their mouths like gentlemen and say it was the will of the people, the progress of the times. Yet, we will never let that happen.
Oh, interesting. Bro doesn't know what's about to happen. Cast down from heaven. But this is continuing from the bombing. Wait, an actual stage? Collect 2 supplies and regenerator before round 2. Who am I? This little guy? Can I just... Oh, wait. Oh, it's just like not that way. So get here first. Doesn't let me use planning mode. Fuck you game. What do you mean no entry into this node? Oh, just okay. Actually, let me. I'm wasting too many moves, so let me just restart. I'm used to, like, you know, getting into the thing and picking it up, not like picking it up from the next node over. Alright. Yeah, pick up. Yippee! Now we go for the other one. But what do I do with the... One at a time. And where do I put them? On the... do I set it up? Do I set it down on the radar? You can leave them stuck on the radar. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Oh no. Wait, did I do it? I'm confused. Oh, okay. I am used to stages where I just unleash the Scar Sister nukes. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, it's one of those things that it's not hard. It just, they don't really explain you the mechanics. So, you know, you're used when you play with echelons. With your echelons, you're used to, like, you have to actually step into the node to pick up the thing. But no, here you could pick it up from like the next node over. And then you can only pick one at a time. And they don't really tell you where to place them. Because they, like, the instruction was like, get to the radar. So I'm like, I assume like I had to get into the radar with the boxes. But no, it was just leave the boxes at the radar. So it's like, yes, of course. I'm gonna assume this is the farming stage. Let's do it. Let's do it once. Is it one of those in which I can just stay put? Or I just stay here and don't move? Surviving to round 2. Yippee! What are the rewards though? Oh, I have all of them. Yippee! Nothing for me to farm other than the daily drops. I love that they started doing farming stages like this. Like, yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, Mika. Now here. Oh my god, it's true. Like a scorching wind. No! Actually, can I enhance everyone? Anyone? No. Okay.
見た目は全然そういう感じがしないですね。もう少し威厳を見せてください。指揮官の肩書きを甘く見ないで。
Watch me continue trying to get. Yippee! Oh yeah, everything's on fire. go. Like a scorching wind. Now for real, for real.
The air raid sirens howl mournfully. They are met with the roar of fighter jets and frequent booms of explosions coming from within the city. In a corner of the Offenbach district, a squad of soldiers armed with FIM-92 anti-air missiles move in tight formation while keeping close to the buildings.
Sir, we lost communication with the other squads. It's heavy EM interference. Our electronic warfare units must be trying to counter it. The last message we received was 10 minutes ago. The airport and control tower have been destroyed. We've lost air superiority. They had the survived Frankfurt medals? Oh yeah, they did actually. Let me find it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. I could actually stick it to my head and like do to the studio. But like I wanna hide at hand in case I wanna like hand it over to someone. Do you wanna hold it for me, chat? Do you wanna be the ones that try to Frankfurt? Give it to me since I technically died in Frankfurt. There you go. The airport and control tower have been destroyed. We've lost air superiority. But we can't just give up. This is when we're needed most. Actually, yeah, you guys get one. You know, just gonna leave it here. So whoever types a message will get the medal. And I'm just gonna copy it. Actually, I also have this. I've had that for a while, but I keep forgetting to use it. Okay. Now that should be it. I'm gonna stick it to the hat. Hell yeah. Looking good. Anyway, back to the squad leader here. But we can't just give up. This is when we're needed most.
The squad leader orders his subordinates to shut off their comms. The screeching static is only adding to the tension. Nearby, along the Royan highway, various anti-aircraft guns and vehicles rotate their turrets, firing 30mm rounds into the pitch-black sky. Some of the vehicles are already destroyed, burning amid thick black smoke, surrounded by mangled metal debris.
Prepare to counterattack.
One of the squad members aims at a large shadow flying overhead. As the targeting system emits a steady beep, he pulls the trigger. The missile launches from its tube, drawing a wide arc across the city sky.
Missile! 6 o'clock low!
Warned by his comrade sitting behind him, the pilot quickly activates the electronic countermeasures, turns the aircraft, and releases a set of flares. A second later, the missile whisks past, barely missing their wing and trailing a streak of white smoke.
Look at!
Recovering from the G-forces, the pilot swears under his breath.
Good news! We got that on the enemy's EW unit.
The weapon system officer stares intently at the radar screen. There, marked clearly, is the Frankfurt Electronic Warfare Unit, currently giving them a hard time. Yo, look at these moving backgrounds. Insane.
Let's put an end to this nightmare.
He presses a button on the side of the screen. The blip representing the ground EW unit locks in place.
Warhead armed. Air-to-ground missile. Launch.
Beneath the wing, a missile detaches from its pylon and strikes into the darkness ahead. Within 10 seconds, a fireball lights up the darkness. The blip vanishes from the radar screen. On the Autobahn. The air raid sirens scream all over Frankfurt. Those who come to their senses first immediately try to flee by car. In the blink of an eye, the outbound Autobahn is utterly gridlocked, like a nearly frozen artery of red taillights that stretch on endlessly. Why do people always try to leave by car first? It's like, don't you know that everyone does that?
Damn it, move! Why the hell do I have to live through this again?
In the hazy night, panicked drivers blare their horns in vain. Like a spark hitting a pile of gasoline, the honking spreads like wildfire along the autobahn.
Air raid. Take cover.
The radios overrun with static. The shrill noise quickly drowns out all speech. Then comes a deep, droning rumble, but not from the radio. It's coming from the sky. In the back seat, a child wipes away the condensation in the window and presses his face to the glass. But he fucks it up again with every breath. He grimaces in discomfort.
More dead children! Incoming! Yippee!
Dad, what's that sound? It hurts my ears.
It's...
A fighter jet whizzes past overhead. The tremendous noise is stabbing into every air drum. It is flying so low that the motorists can clearly make out the slender white missiles under its wings. All of a sudden, the night sky above the city lights up in an instant, as if it's a lightning strike. Then comes a thunderous explosion, followed by a cacophony of crackles, like fireworks bursting in all directions. In the rearview mirror, Frankfurt's night sky is on fire. A massive mushroom-shaped plume rises into the air.
mushroom-shaped? Oh! Dear Lord. Holy Mother of God. Run!
The middle-aged motorist's eyes widen in terror. He takes one last look at the moving traffic, then comes to a decision. He swerves the car to the shoulder, flings the door open, grabs his child, and bolts into the frigid winter wind. The other drivers lay on their horns. Some horn curses at his back. But fear spreads like a plague. More people abandon their cars and flee toward the city's edge on foot. A jet's right wing is hit, disintegrating into pieces. Like a bear with a broken wing, the aircraft spirals rapidly from hundreds of meters up, heading straight for the serpentine line of traffic below. On the autobahn, drivers see the monstrous burning shape falling from the sky, trailing smoke and flame, the sound of its descent growing louder and louder. Thank you for putting the scream sound effects for me, Mika. Thermobaric bombs, where are those? A massive explosion engulfs the earth. Flames roar at the crash site. Oh, fact. They actually got all the cars. When the billowing thick smoke, shattered debris and chunks of dirt rain down. Hundreds of meters away, the wounded wail in agony as they crawl out from crumpled cars.
My child! My child! Blood-soaked man, holy fuck. They basically disperse aerosol or fuel in the air which then explodes in mid-air, sucking out all the oxygen and surroundings. Ah. Jenny, no! Open your eyes! Help! My leg! Somebody help me!
But the world has become a silent film. The nearly deaf and victims scream, but can no longer hear the outside world. At the edge of the blast zone, an elderly man with graying hair pushes open a car door with difficulty and clambers out on all fours. He has a long scar across his brow. His arm is bleeding.
Where am I? Fritz.
He looks around in a daze. Stumbling against the traffic, he gets back toward the burning city. More people emerge from the wreckage, staggering to leave their loved ones, running blindly for their lives. This disaster struck without warning. No one knows when or if it will end.
Oh, they're there. This one's still alive. Get the door off.
Alright, I'm on it.
Don't worry, we've got you. Apply pressure on the wound. We'll get her on the stretcher. 1, 2, 3. Stop 2. Don't be so rough.
Oh, okay.
The star can help with evac, but her hands are full. Hang in there. The medical dolls are on their way. You're going to make it. Stay with us. This is too real, yeah. Like, damn.
On board the Elmo. The sun rises as usual, lighting up the haze-shrouded Frankfurt and the Elmo park on the Autobahn. The road still reeks of blood and gunpowder, with the occasional groan of the wounded breaking the silence. Nearly 100 lightly wounded, either sitting or lying down, waiting days' exhaustion.
Oh, did we pick them up on the Elmo? How does the Elmo fit in the Autobahn? Don't ask questions.
Frankfurt is still under EM interference. Our NIGH conference room can only maintain communications among Griffin titles. We were unable to contact anyone else for now.
Got it. Any other news?
It's been confirmed that Frankfurt International Airport, the military airfield to the west, and the air defense missile site in the Taunus have all been crippled by airstrikes. No Soviet ground forces detected yet.
Wait, they bombard the airport. Which, like, you know, I guess from a military point of view makes sense, but, like, there's always people in airports.
How the fuck do I say that, Grob? Also, German Grob has made a public statement declaring that the German Democratic Republic is now in a state of war.
The commander gulps down the cold coffee in their cup, trying to quell their boiling murderous rage.
Grubby, at Grubby, is this true? Frankfurt International actually had a USAF base on it, so not really realistic. Ah. What's the situation in the city? How are the civilians? And what about Defiant 404? They're still hiding in the urban area. Oh no.
The surrounding residents have taken shelter in defensive structures. Defiant 404 are also out of harm's way in safe houses for now. However, Commander,
What is it?
it's extremely likely for a recon plane to mistake the Elmo for a threatening military target due to its considerable size. Staying aboard puts your own safety at risk. I recommend you disembark and relocate to a safe defensive structure for now.
I don't think so. Frankfurt has plenty of higher value targets. They won't come for an insignificant outsider like me just yet. Besides, Nemran ventured out alone this time. It's a rare opportunity. I'm not letting her slip away right in front of me.
Understood. I'll draft a few plans later. Please take your personal safety seriously.
I will say it again. AR-18 should have been the companion / protagonist of Gears of War 2.
And in the call, the commander turns towards row 635, who has just walked in.
Commander, we've given basic treatment to the lightly wounded nearby and moved them into underground facilities. As for the critically wounded, we don't have enough medicine. We'll have to wait for the hospital's response. I agree. I don't hate Grossa, but she feels like a random pick. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, you know? Like, I like Grossa as much as anyone else, but it felt so random to pick her.
Can the hospital still take them? From what we know, hospital beds are full. They are urgently seeking new locations to house more patients. But that's not the most pressing problem. What's the biggest problem right now? Because of the airstrikes, the city's main roads are either destroyed or completely jammed with panic traffic. Ambulances can't get through at all. What about the police? We can't reach them through any channel. Can we escort patients to the hospital ourselves? With the roads so badly damaged, we can't use vehicles either. We can only send dolls to carry them one by one, but there's no telling how long that will take. Do what we can. Understood. How are our dolls faring? Some need to have their parts replaced to do general wear and tear, but other than that, nobody has taken any serious damage. Oh, M99 did run into a bit of trouble. She removed her own right arm to crawl into a crushed vehicle and rescue someone. She's at the repair bay now.
That's metal! That's badass! Remove her own right arm to crawl into a crushed vehicle and rescue someone. Holy fuck.
Are we having trouble repairing her arm? We'll deal with that after we sort out this mess. It's not a problem with the repairs.
She said fucking argument. That's so base. It is. Because, like, yeah, it's a robot, but, like, you know, still have to go through repairs afterwards and all that. Basically putting her out of commission in this, like, very crucial moment. At least temporarily.
Row 65 falls silent for a moment, unsure how to continue. M99's arm, along with her bunny plush, were picked up by one of the wounded. This person insists on staying with her, so we let him aboard the Elmo. I'll take care of this. You keep coordinating with the hospital, and have AR-15 assist you in handling operations of the Elmo. Yes, Commander.
Yeah, salutes to M99. Fuck.
In the reception room of the Elmo. Before long, the commander spots a man matching Row 65's description. It is an elderly gentleman in his late 60s, with an upright posture despite his years. His hair is white, and a deep scar runs from his left brow nearly to his ear. He's currently sitting primly on the step with his hands clasped on his knees. Beside him lies a small mechanical arm. In that battered prosthetic hand is a white bunny plush. Sir, that belongs to my Tidal M99. Will you return it to me? The commander crouches next to the elderly man and meets his gaze. The old man looks at them blankly, as if it takes him a long time to understand the words.
It's mine. Fritz sent it to me.
Will you prove that?
Fritz sent me a Christmas card. To All Willed, Heard of Stray 12. I received it on December 20th. No, 25th, 2046.
The old man falters, confused, then lowers his head in defeat.
No, this isn't mine. Fritz said the bunny was for my grandson Hans. A 2-year-old will like the bunny.
The commander reaches for the plush, but the man suddenly grips her hand and refuses to let go.
Fritz is at the front, fighting for his country and protecting you. And you take his son's toy? Then should I contact Fritz? Or send you back to Hillerstrath?
The man's eyes grow clearer as he ponders the question.
Fritz has already come home.
Suddenly, large tears rolled down his weathered cheeks.
No! God damn you, Mika. My biggest weakness, my biggest weaknesses is little children and elderly people. How dare you? He came back in such a small coffin. He wasn't killed by the neo-Soviets. He died at the hands of his own countrymen.
The old man drifts into his own world again.
I still remember. He was born on Christmas Day, 2024. Such a tiny little thing. Later, he decided to follow his old man's footsteps and join the army to protect our country and our people. He was a good kid. But I didn't take good care of Hans. During the bombing, Hans got... I wasn't a good father or a good grandfather.
He wipes the tears away awkwardly, but his back remains straight, the habit of a soldier carved into his bones. He grimaces in mild embarrassment.
Sorry, I got confused again. Here, please take this back.
No. Every soldier who protects their country and people is a hero. You're an old hero.
Give me a break, Mika.
You look like a soldier yourself. The answer is stuck in the commander's throat. They remain silent for a moment.
Yes. I was a soldier. Once. Thank you. You're a brave one. If Fritz were still alive, I'm sure you two would have been friends. I'll have a Tito escort you to the underground shelter nearby. Can you walk? Yes. My home is close.
The elderly man rubs his knees and jiggles his legs slightly.
Thank you. Even though you're from the neo-Soviet Union, just like those who bombed our city, I still thank you. Oh my god, true. My favorite film is a Soviet movie called Ballad of a Soldier. I hope one day you can be a hero for your own country. Thank you.
The commander picks up M99's arm and leaves.
Ah, that was rough. Ah, that was rough to read.
Bro, I got M99's arm back. It's already at the repair bay.
Thank you, Commander. Talking to that old man must have been difficult.
I'm going to rest for a while. You're in charge of the Elmo.
Understood, Commander. I'll take care of things. Ro, I want a hug. Yeah, Ro, please, I need a hug.
The Elmo moves slowly down the empty streets. with buildings stretching endlessly on both sides. The commander sinks into a soft sofa, the exhaustion from a night of rescue work crashing over them. They stare blankly up at the ceiling. Ballad of a Soldier, huh? The last time I heard this movie mentioned was a long time ago. Oh, we're getting a flashback. In a clamorous train carriage, the commander, still young and inexperienced, breaks free from the cheering crowd and boards the train with their luggage. Upon reaching their seat, they found it occupied by a man utterly engrossed in the woman sitting across from him. The woman was sharp and poised, dressed in a neat but slightly old military uniform. The commander places their luggage on the rack, then impatiently taps the man's shoulder, gesturing for him to move. Oh, hey, Roman. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to take your seat. I'm Roman. Judging from your uniform, you're also heading to military school? The commander says nothing. They simply give a court nod and sit down. Roman scratches his head awkwardly, then turns back to the woman. Sorry, where were we? You were saying they're also our compatriots, just lost in the dark forest. Ah, yes. That's an interesting viewpoint. The popular opinion these days is to completely deny your enemies. Do not see them as our own kind, or even as human at all. It's an inevitable stage in war, dehumanizing the enemy, portraying them in the worst light possible. That way, you won't feel so much guilt about killing them. But killing is still killing. That never changes. Just like war. You're absolutely right! The commander sets the travel mug down on the table heavily. The commander sets the travel mug down on the table heavily with a scowl. Looks like our new friend here doesn't like my opinion. The commander stares out the window, still ignoring him. The train lets out a few whistles, signaling its departure. Train's leaving. I better head back to my seat now. Sergeant Marina, I'll come talk again later. Alright. Roman returns to his seat, and the cramped carriage finally quietens down. Now the commander could clearly hear the noisy standoff going on outside. Ivan! My dear Ivan! You've come back alive! I've been waiting for you! My child, remember to ride home often.
Papa! Papa, get off the train! Come back!
The commander looks away in irritation, only to find the woman smiling at them. Hello, what is your name? Looks like you've got no one to see you off either. This may be a bit forward, but are you mute? If you sign, I can understand a little. The woman actually starts signing. The commander abruptly stands up and heads off to the water dispenser with the travel mug. Damn, Commander was not a people person at all. The commander gets their water but does not hurry back to her seat. Instead, they stare blankly out the train window, watching the scenery rush past with a vague emptiness in their eyes. Hello, could you please help me open the lid on my water bottle? An elderly woman tugs slightly at the commander's sleeve. I think the hot water inside has gone cold, so I can't twist it open. Here, let me. The commander twists the lid loose with ease. You want to refill it with hot water, right?
Yes.
The commander raises the bottle for her, fills it with hot water, and screws the lid back on, taking care not to tighten it too much.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Judging by your uniform, are you going to a military school?
Yes, I'm enrolling in the Suvorov Military School.
Seeing you reminds me of my child, Robin.
Is that where Commander got the nickname from?
Robin is also at a military school?
Robin has passed away. He died on the battlefield. In that battle 3 months ago.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. He was as young as you are. To me, still just a child.
The old woman suddenly starts rummaging in the cloth bag she was carrying. After a moment, she pulls out a packet of rations and presses it into the commander's hands.
Please, you don't have to. I just opened your water bottle. There's no need for this. Please take it. Please.
She wipes her tears with a handkerchief.
When Robin left home, I was angry about his decision to enlist. I was so stubborn I refused to go to the station to see him off. I never imagined that would be the last time I saw him. If only I had gone. If only I had said goodbye properly. Take it, just take it for Robin's sake.
The commander reluctantly accepts the weighty packet of rations.
All right. Thank you.
But
promise me this. You must come home alive. Your family will always be waiting for you.
The commander's heart sank. They wanted to tell her the truth, that there was no one waiting for them at home. But in the end, they just forced a faint smile and nodded.
You take care of yourself too. I'm going to my younger sister. She's ill and needs someone to look after her. I've sold everything valuable at home, hoping it will help.
Right. I wish you a safe journey. Watching the old woman slowly return to her seat, the commander picks up their own travel mug and goes back to theirs.
What did I just say about elderly people being my weakness, Mika? God damn you.
The train sped across the spring plains, rushing toward the horizon. In the dull, monotonous rhythm of the wheels, the commander of the year 2050 slowly closed her eyes and drifted off to troubled sleep. Back in the year 2050, the new Soviet Union, though filled with war and pain, still had hope. Hope, like the lilies by the roadside, burgeoning in spring.
It's peak. And every time I read lines like that from Mika, I'm just like, it's peak. Okay. We can probably read a few more notes before I need to leave. Just let me go refill my water. Gotta stay hydrated so I can keep crying. it's peak and we're barely on going to node 4. Oh my god! Nearly! The queen herself. I still remember her moments in the... Was it the last event or one of the previous ones? I don't remember, but damn, she's a badass. 4. The Silent Falls.
A sound utterly foreign to everyday life shatters the air. Endless crashing, and it's impossible to tell if it's near or far. On both sides of the street, faces twisted in terror let out shrill, inhuman screams, like rats trapped in a cage, scattering in panic. Nelly feels as if the world itself is rapidly falling apart.
Help! We're getting bombed!
A haze of unreality clouds her mind as she stands dazed at the curb, jostled again and again by the stampeding crowd. She had stepped out of that desolate, abandoned castle only hours ago. Beside her, Amaris clutches her arm so tightly it almost hurts.
There's no time to make it to the underground shelters. We have to hide somewhere. Being out in the open is too dangerous. Right.
The explosions show no signs of stopping. Amaris shoves through the panicked masses, heading straight for a shop by the roadside.
Get inside, now!
The wall sways violently. If not for Amaris' grip, Lily would have been knocked off her feet with the sun wave rushing in from every direction. They stumbled through a doorway, while flashes of terrified, contorted faces sweep past her vision. Amaris shoves Lily under a heavy, solid wooden table.
Stay in here. Protect your head.
Following her orders, Lily curls up under the table, hands shielding the part of her that holds her soul and memories. She breathes deeply and shuts her eyes. It feels like a century has passed before the crashing dies down, and Lily's heartbeat begins to steady. She crawls out from under the table and sees Amaris standing guard close by.
The bombing stopped. For now. Why was there suddenly a bombing? According to the latest intel from the commander, Frankfurt and Moscow were both hit by surprise attacks from the Neo-Soviet rebels. Nearly, war has come.
Taking a screenshot. My ears. Yeah, some of the sounds might be a little too loud. But like, you know, that's how I feel it on my headphones, so they're actually loud. So like, okay. Like they overpower everything else. So like, okay, I'm just gonna let everyone suffer with me.
War, a word that feels distant. But now that she thinks about it, she realizes it has never truly been far away. Glancing around, Lily notices they've entered a bakery. Hey yo! Reverse collapse reference! Lily notices they've entered a bakery. It's small, and it's now packed with people crowding around the bread display to take shelter. The shop is in ruins. Soft, clean loaves lie crushed across the floor. and the front window facing the street is filled with unsettling cracks. Low sobs drift through the air. Some people are trying to establish contact with the outside, while others converse with each other in harsh tones.
What's going on? Who's behind this? No idea. Signal reception is terrible. I can't even get online. I want to go home.
Fenced in by the crush of people, Lily is pressed right up against Amaris. She glances at the almost non-existent signal bar on her communicator and sighs. There's no hope of getting a connection.
Jane Bakery reference, yeah.
Maris, has the government issued any messages or instructions? Like, what we should do now? Only the usual. Keep communications open, get to the underground shelters. We shall keep observing the situation. If there's no sign of more bombing, we'll head to the nearest underground shelter. Right now, nothing above ground is safe. The nearest underground shelter... the metro station? Yes. Johannes Gutenberg University Station is close. If we run, we'll be exposed for no more than 5 minutes.
A violent explosion erupts in the street. A car, flaming and out of control, barrels straight toward the bakery. In a chorus of screams, the car slams to a stop, blocking the bakery's entrance.
How do you say that? Shave?
The glass is covered in blood! The driver's badly hurt. Anyone have signal? Call the police or an ambulance? Even if we could, no vehicle could get through. If a medical dog were around, there might be some hope for him.
Oh, she's... Yeah, I know what it means. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I never actually tried pronouncing it before, but like, you know, I feel like I can't ruin the immersion too much in this. Chase? Something like that? Okay. I'll try to listen to pronunciations for that or for the Gliat next time before Saturday. Scheiß. Oh, wait. Irma, your language and my language have like basically the same sounds. Type it like how you would pronounce it, and then I get it. Because it's like the English division syllable thing always fucks with my head. Shy and then say Scheiße. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Neely crawls out from under the table and rushes over to the car. She tries to ascertain the injured driver's condition. The driver's eyes are wide with terror. She gestures to him.
Sir, can you tell me your name? Oh.
In the middle of being a suffering we're debating linguistics. Yeah, I can't help but get distracted by how to pronounce things.
His consciousness is fading. He can't form a current answer to my question.
Nearly can't see any obvious wounds on the driver, but his face is alarmingly pale.
Severe injuries can't be ruled out. Amaris, I need you to break the glass. I'll see if I can give him emergency aid. Should I just smash it and drag him out? No, ease him down carefully. His injuries are that bad? I'll get inside and take a look.
Amaris climbs into the car and pulls Neely in after her. One glance at the blood stain in the driver's chest makes Neely draw in a sharp breath.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because she said like no visible injuries, but like they said that the glass was covered in blood. So I guess she could just not see it from where she was standing before.
Severe chest trauma. Possibly rib fractures. We have to be careful moving him. The time is short. If we don't act now, even an ambulance won't make it in time. Got it.
Amaris climbs over to the passenger seat, carefully breaks the window, and steps out onto the street. Neely follows, and together they lift the driver from the car with painstaking care. The driver lies flat by the curb. His face is covered in blood and tears, making it impossible to determine his facial expressions.
Don't speak. I need to check your injuries.
Neely gently lifts his shirt. His abdomen and chest are a mess of mangled flesh. Oh. Several broken ribs are clearly visible.
What do you mean visible? Ribs should not be visible.
She pulls some gauze out of her bag, but doesn't know where to start stemming the bleeding.
He's beyond saving. There has to be something I can do.
She works desperately, but blood keeps gushing out of the driver's body and pulling around her feet. The words die in his throat.
Nearly.
The driver has stopped breathing. Amaris closes his eyes mournfully.
His injuries were too grave. Nothing you could have done will have saved him.
I can't with the fact that the guy still had like enough sense to like try thanking her, even though he probably knew he wasn't making it.
Neely stares at her blood-soaked hands in a daze. Oh, we're getting actual blood CDs. Trying at least comforted him. Yeah, I like damn. The crimson on her skin seems alive. It quivers in her eyes. What's the difference between a med student and a serial killer? Little girl, the answer is there's no difference. No, why are you remembering this? The adrenaline and endorphins bring them the same joy. Knowledge is a curse. Talent is a curse. Wrong intent? Yeah, exactly. One day you'll admit what you inherited from me is what you've been pursuing your whole life.
We can't deal with the body right now. Let's find his ID and try to find his family through the database. We probably can't reach them since comms are down, but we can send an email. Neely? Neely! Are you okay, Neely?
She's most certainly not okay.
Neely? Amaris.
The air raid siren starts wailing again. Amaris glances up at the startled birds taken to the sky.
We're heading to the metro station.
She grips the dazed Neely by her arm and pulls her along toward the nearest metro station. As they hurry down the chaotic staircase, the clamor inside the station rushes at them like a swarm of vengeful spirits loose from a seal. And yet, Neely is practically deaf to the hubbub. Drexel? You're Drexel! Why did you just die?
Go to hell!
Wow, well, this is a lot of German insults I was not ready for.
Go to hell, you stuck. It's because of you the refugees don't trust the government.
Are you a spy? Crawl back to your own country. Schlump.
I'm probably murdering all this, but you know. Feel free to tell me how to pronounce them for whenever they show up next time.
Dark emotions creep over her, clinging like ivy.
Rough translation, bloody pig, F word, B word. Alright, thank you.
Neely feels as if she's getting engulfed by the shadows in the metro station.
Oh, Mama!
Stop fucking showing!
Give people some space! When will the bombing end?
Slump is S word to be precise. What did I miss? Me butchering three different German insults. Also, nearly going through it.
Neely, this way.
Mari shoves through the crush and pulls Neely into a pocket of space.
Stay here until we have solid intel. Neely, pull yourself together. Right, I'm fine.
You are not fine.
Even in the jostling crowd, the blood on her hands and lab coats stand out. The dull blast echoes through the tunnels. Like crickets trapped in a cage, the crowd is forced to confront an unseen enemy in the dark.
Childish crying.
The lights flicker with the tremor of the earth. Faces in panic flash bright, then dark. Plaster and glass from the crumbling ceiling rain down, causing people to scream.
The station's collapsing!
collapsing! Run! Run where? Push! Stop it!
The cries overlap into hellish chorus. Voices cut short, sighs swallowed, screams shrill and sharp. There is no escape. The cacophony of despair assaults Neela's senses, threatening to overwhelm her. Amaris tries to shield her from the worst and blocks her view. When the bombing finally ceases for the time being, the hysterical cries soften into whimpers. Only then does Amaris allow herself to relax.
Neely, this chaos won't end anytime soon. How long will the bombing last? That's the question on everyone's mind. Just like back in World War III. Everyone was asking, when will this war end? I won't give you false hope. So, just endure. Live for every single moment.
That is also a quote.
But we don't know anything. We can't do anything. This war didn't start because of us, and it won't end because of us. The only thing we can fight for is to see the next dawn. That's all. Can I really hold on? You can, Lily. You're the strongest human I've met.
True that.
You're lying. Fine. But even the strongest human needs to eat. I got to get you some food and water. You've gone over 12 hours without any sustenance.
Only then does Nelly feel the weight of her fatigue and hunger. Amaris sits her down in a corner.
Stay here. I'll be back soon. Don't get hurt. There's no repair point to fix your frame right now. Don't underestimate a Tidal. Right.
Nelly watches uneasily as Amaris leaves the supplies with her.
Be careful. You be careful. Listen to me, Nile. Don't speak to strangers. Even if they ask for help, don't answer. Just stay here and sit tight. Don't go anywhere until I come back. You hear me? Okay. If anything happens, contact me through your communicator. It's Griffin made, so there is a reliable connection with the commander. I just added the stasis private channel. Either way, you can reach me. Got it.
Amaris hurries up to find emergency rations. And so, Nula is left with plenty of time to spend with her own thoughts. Oh no. She looks down at the pair of crimson hands before her, stained with blood and guilt that can never be washed away. The dried blood is not just on her skin, but also in her heart.
Once you have blood on your hands, they will never be clean again. This is the mark of sin.
Knowledge is a curse. Talent is a curse. One day you'll admit
What you inherited from me is what you've been pursuing your whole life. This isn't what I wanted.
The urgent call tears her from her thoughts.
Oh, it's Jay!
Lily! Where are you and Amaris?
We're at the Johannes Gutenberg University metro station.
Oh, good.
Amaris has gone to find food for me.
Right. Actually, I wanted to tell you. Stay out of Gray's matter from now on. What you could do for her, and what you couldn't. You've done it all. And that Makarov, return to the commander. You should be wielding a scalpel, not a gun. You understand?
But my hands are already covered in blood. Can hands like these really be washed clean?
You can't find water? Then use alcohol. Wait, alcohol is scarce in wartime. I bet you're the type that insists on saving it for someone who needs it more. Let me think.
She has the commander's Makarov? How do you think she shot Laplace?
Jay takes a photo and sends it to Neely.
Just use disposable gloves. You're used to wearing them anyway. See? Perfectly clean.
The photo shows Jay's hand wearing a medical latex glove.
You're a doctor. Bloody hands are normal. If you don't like the mess, just wear gloves.
Damn, my boy Jay actually pulling through? In the darkest way possible, but still.
Hello? Neely?
I understand.
Good. I'll contact you later.
That he's the god indeed.
Jay hangs up.
Will gloves really solve the issue? Excuse me.
A timid voice interrupts Neely's musings again. It is a dusty-faced woman, clutching a sleeping child.
I see you're wearing a white coat. Are you a doctor? My child had a fever for days. I meant to take her to the hospital today, but then this happened. Now she's burning up and won't wake up. I'm worried sick. Please, could you please look at her?
Come on, Neely, do it.
Neely's eyes fall on the little one's flush. Neely's eyes fall on the little one's flushed, round face. The child's breathing is erratic, and her limbs are spasming slightly. She is clearly in critical condition.
Hello?
Neely's hands feel like they've been branded with a hot iron. The crimson stain is searing hot, painful, impossible to ignore. She can clearly hear all the voices screaming from the depths of her memories. The struggle, the hesitation, the pain, the rage. But she lifts her head and gives her answer.
Yes. My hands are a bit dirty. Could you take a pair of medical gloves from my pocket for me? Ah!
Why did that make me tear up as well? God fucking damn it. Nigga just punching me in the gut repeatedly. Bro, we're barely going to... We barely read 4 notes. 4 history notes. And they made me cry like 3 times already. Oh, god damn it. Pick. Okay. Yeah, I can do one more. Let's do one more. 5. The futile path.
Office of the Minister of the Interior. The heavy door is shoved open. Inside, a man in a suit rises to his feet.
This is the Minister of the Interior's office. May I ask who...
Before he can finish, a squad of armed soldiers stream in. The secretary recognizes them immediately. The current Minister for State Security, Romy Riefenstahl, and someone who should not be here at all, Commander Felix of the Hugo Eberlin Guard Regiment.
The minister is in a joint session with the Council of Ministers and the National Defense Council. Even Stasi. You can't say no to Romy. The GDR is now in a state of war. For the moment, internal security falls under the Ministry for State Security. As Chief Secretary, prepare a meeting room and summon all the ministers. Commander Felix and I will assign the upcoming work together. Impossible. You... Riefenstahl, this is treason! You are a traitor to the German Democratic Republic! I'm afraid the traitor is your minister. Since you are unfit to carry out your duties...
Romy taps the shoulder of a stunned deputy secretary.
From now on, you will take his place. Now get all the ministers together. Yes, ma'am. May I ask, what has happened to our minister?
He sold out the GDR by passing critical military intelligence to Carter. He will be in prison on charges of treason, disclosure of state secrets, violation of official secrecy, and dereliction of duty.
I understand.
The deputy secretaries quickly arranged for their assistants to start contacting all the ministries. Hoffman's office. The communicator buzzes. Hoffman stirs his coffee and answers the call.
Oh, this fucker.
Agent K! Turbulent times indeed. In just a few days, we've spoken more than in all of last year.
But chaos is a ladder.
How well you know me, Agent K.
If that's the only message you have, I'm hanging up.
Of course not. We've all been working around the clock. We could use a lighter topic to help ease our nerves, you know?
Hoffman sets down his cup, straightens his tie worn through an all-nighter, and sits upright.
There's news from the minister.
Good news?
Yes, we've secured command of the... Specialized Commando. the Civil Defense, and the Volkspolizei Alert Unit. And the commander of the Rapid Forces Division has also pledged cooperation for our next moves.
Things are going smoothly. It almost feels so natural.
What about Chairwoman's Ulrich position?
She has declared within the party that she stands firmly with Chairman Groth.
Excellent. How far are you from Frankfurt?
The line may be tapped. I can't give coordinates, but we need more time. On the way to Frankfurt, multiple attempts on Chairwoman Ulrich's life have been made. We've dealt with 6 so far.
Did you interrogate the culprits?
I never got the chance. They all committed suicide when they failed.
And Chairwoman Ulrich's condition?
She's unarmed and calm enough. This is not her first assassination attempt.
Regardless, you must reach Frankfurt before this war ends.
We will do everything we can.
Face worthy of the waters of Frankfurt. What did I miss? Me crying again. We're nearly. I don't know if you were around for that. Other than that, corruption! Treason!
Conspiracies! A secretary enters the meeting room. After putting down 2 cups of coffee and some pastries, he withdraws promptly. The lavishly decorated room, currently occupied only by 2 men, feels eerily hollow. One of them breaks the silence.
Oh, fuck! I did expect you to choose this room. The last time we spoke here, it was to congratulate you for becoming General Secretary of the Socialist Unity Party. Oh, so this is Grub. I chose it not for provocation, but for reconciliation. The party needs both of us. The GDR needs both of us. Enough with the false face, Scrub. Your ambition will destroy the GDR. And yours will destroy humanity itself. The relics exist, whether you use them or not. Earth does not stop rotating just because man closes his eyes. Technology is the true lifeblood of the age. Herr Oberstein, you can't keep living in the past. Look at the world today. The world today, it is nothing but the continuation of World War III. I and my comrades defended Germany then. Yes, no one can deny history, Herr Oberstein. But now your eyes see only the past, not the future. You will never reach the future. Damn, okay. I'll say that right back at you. Relics are just tools. Tools for obtaining power, not for causing humanity's annihilation. I wholeheartedly agree. But who is our enemy? They aren't in distant Antarctica. Our enemy is right here. No, our enemy lies within your heart. It is that wither ambition that will consume us all. Oberstein's anger flares. Grob, have you forgotten who helped you rise to power? I am grateful. Grateful that you chose me as your puppet. Grob looks at Oberstein coolly. But you forget, Herr Oberstein. As a puppet, I have the right to enter the stage. While you
have lost that right long ago. I don't need that. All I need is the power to replace the puppet at will.
The heavy alloy door slams shut as Overstein storms out.
But V is basically us in German. So what? It's like you're saying like his name is Gross.
The talk ends not in peace, but in open enmity.
Damn. Can't believe they named my man Gross.
Back at his own office, Gross nods to his chief secretary.
No! Do not contact him! It means granny in German, but yeah. Ah. Contact Lord Griffin Lyons. Yes, Herr.
The comms line connects. The chief secretary bows and leaves the office.
Not this fucker.
Your Excellency, I trust you have made your decision.
We need a future. Humanity needs a future.
Only by passing on the flame will there be a future.
There was a time when Overstein was my most respected leader, my comrade.
But he lives in the past.
Gross eases into his chair, his eyes falling on a photo on the desk of himself with Overstein.
As a brilliant technocrat, he rose above suffocating aristocratic politics through sheer ability. In World War III, he turned the tide, until tragedy bound him forever. To this day, he is still consumed by the loss of his wife and daughter.
He is only human. He has grown old.
Because of that, he betrayed his family, his own name. He could neither stay in his position nor let go.
Beyond his past glories, all he has left is a broken body and a son that he clings to.
Fate repeats itself endlessly.
So your answer?
Just as we preserve hope for humanity, we should preserve a spark for the Overstein family too.
Your support is the driving force behind the URNC's establishment.
Sheesh.
Socialist Unity Party headquarters. In the White Zone, the bombing is barely felt. The highest defenses stand here, along with the most valuable lives. Some people are born worth more than others. Not because of the good they do, but because of the despair they bring.
Another banger quote? Who's Frederick? Are you going to keep waiting? Your identity must not be exposed. Getting all the people that I wanna kick out a window. Nika delivering fire writing. Oh yeah. Tell him he is about to lose. I cannot deliver that message. I know. It doesn't matter. Nemra leaves the office. She must return to her own domain. There, she has chosen the most fitting end for herself. What?
What does that mean?
Nemrat enters an empty laboratory. Her fingertips brush across every familiar surface. All these mundane things that she has long since grown tired of suddenly fill her with nostalgia. Once she reaches her own office, she exhales. She opens an encrypted comms channel. Congratulations.
This fucker! Wait, is it the first time we're getting his full sprite, no? Didn't they always show? Yeah, they always show him shadowed before.
Why does he look like a fucking fuckboy?
Who dressed you? Extremely punchable face. This loser is the villain? Yeah. This fucking twink. Yeah, he looks like a fuckboy with like, you know, the way he dresses and like the sunglasses and that hair. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He hasn't touched grass ever. Zero bitches energy. You know, like he has the look of a guy that tries to get bitches but gets none. He looks like the kind of guy that would be like, ah, why do all women hate good guys like me? Doesn't he have that energy? Like, fucking look at him. Bro made an entire army of girls who called him father after all, yeah. He looks like the jokey, but you cute though. Hello! If a woman was ever in a relationship with this guy, they turn lesbian from the mere presence. Sudden sexuality change. Looks like a guy whose sister will date the guy who bullied him. Oh, wait. Incredible that our parents look at this so boss turns into a roasting station. But I mean, look at him! He looks like a fucking incel. And also kind of psycho, yeah, like from what I can see from his eyes behind the sunglasses on the cold filter. He plays Genshin. Goated character design within this context. I mean, yeah, for real. I'm like, they could not have made him more instantly gross and hateable and punchable. Like, we already hate this guy, but they had to go out of their way and give him this look to make him even more disgusting. He's a Redditor, yes. He looks like Wormhole Joker. All the young bad guys in Cashfront seem to either be laptop guys or K-pop singers. Yeah, but like this guy is like, you know, he kind of looks like a wannabe K-pop singer look. You know, he's just too disgusting to pull it off. But like, he's trying so hard, and it's so pathetic. That right arm looking real tasty. Mm. Jay looks like a man who would have doesn't. Yeah, like Jay looks hot. He's attractive. This guy makes me want to push him off a cliff. Even if I didn't know, like, all he'd done, I will see him and I would be instantly repelled. Like, if I see a guy like this, like, walking down the street, I will cross over, like, to the other street, you know? They actually get the girls too. William gives me the ick straight away. Yeah, he has that ick look. Like, holy fuck. They nailed it. They nailed that. But until you hear what he sounds like somewhere. Oh no. I know, I remember from Slow Shock? Fixed Point? But they do mention that he sounds like a teenager. Bratty teenager nerd. If Gear Repellent was a person, yeah, that's basically William. To a twink. Oh god. Oh yeah, never you say congratulations very ominously. Alright.
I see.
The cold male voice falls silent after this perfunctory acknowledgement. After some hesitation, Nemran decides to get straight to the point.
I have a request. I want to die a true death.
I have no more need of you. Do as you wish.
Thank you. I hope both you and Miss Lunacia find this resolution satisfactory. I will make my death quiet and unobtrusive. William and Nemran wants to die real.
William hangs up. Nemran sighs and begins her final tasks.
The more for a nerd voice? I'll try next time. I remember I gave him a really bratty nerd voice last time, but I couldn't pull it off now. Hibby. It's different now that I saw his face. You know? I have to push the fuckboy / Redditor in there with the nerd.
I'm here.
I have no clue why I always assume William will have white hair. True. What's the situation in Frankfurt?
The Yasus boxes have been deployed as planned.
Activate them all. What?
So soon? But the bombing has only just...
Do it now.
Understood.
Nemran severs the comms link with Hibby, then immediately opens another.
Bramaeve.
No answer.
Is the matter still unresolved, around?
Nemran leaves a message for Bramaeve, telling her to handle the last shipment from Avernus. Then she activates the beasting system one last time. In her most familiar place, she works efficiently to authorize Styx's entry into the White Zone. She exits the current interface, accesses Laplace's archives, and grants Morido access clearance to the files. Well, there's that. It feels strange. There is nothing left on her to-do list. This idle state is utterly alien to her. With a faint smirk, she pulls up the files on Overstein, Carter, and other figures, and fits them into the beasting system one by one. She then changes the access authorization of these files. An error alert. She calmly calls up the backend terminal. More errors come flooding in. She watches as the system collapses, but instead of panic, Nemra feels relief. At last, the end has come.
Oh, is she gonna be your first award winner?
The beasting system wells with intrusion warnings as information on the hacker is compiled and displayed for Nemran. But she dismisses them all without even a look. Her eyes remain fixed on the horizon in this digital space as she waits patiently. As though she has waited her whole life for this very moment. Damn, can't believe Nemran was her first award winner. Okay, damn. What do they have in the exchange store?
指揮官様、先にお食事？お風呂？それともお買い物はいかが？
Oh yeah, Tokarev skin. I'm not gonna look at the IDs and stuff. They're probably full of spoilers. Okay. Not exchange. Corrupted hard mask. Okay. From the little glimpse I had, they do look very cool. But anyway, that is all the time I have for now. So let's go back here for a second. The closed game. Exit the player. Man. Oh, I still have the echo on?
I do. Okay, there we go. Thanks for letting me know. We read how many notes? 5? I mean, I guess 6 if you count the one with the soldiers, the very short one. I cried like 3 or 4 times, and it's been peak. It's been peak all over. Are you gonna do this in UX mode? I am gonna do my usual of starting in the harder difficulty and going down depending on how badly my ass gets kicked. So yeah, I have it in UX for now at least. We'll see how long that lasts. I still can't believe I did not notice the first time Roman was in the flashback and in the Modern Your Life segment. Yeah. I was like, damn. Is it what? Roman? The shearstorm has begun. Ah, man. That was quite a way to start this. Who's my next candidate prediction for the medal? So far, I don't know. We haven't seen much. I'm hoping no one, but so far I'm not sure. I'm gonna assume one of our dolls. Hopefully not Nilly. I need Nilly to survive all this. She's too peak. She's just too much of a badass to not make it out of this. Can I say, I kind of love how the hat looks with the with the Dining Frankfurt Award stick to it. Did M99 just lose her arm? Yeah. She removed her own arm to crawl into a car and rescue someone. Like an absolute badass. Which is surprising to me because she's one of those dolls that look like tiny. Probably not in 4.
I'm like, yeah, what's gonna happen to Lunacia? I'm so... Damn.
I can't say William, but also I can say William. Because, you know, he might be dead in one timeline at least. Unless he fake is dead. I don't know. I hope things will make sense after this or at some point. Because, you know, the whole thing of William showing up in Reverse Collapse, but then Commander is trying to saying how they kill William with their own 2 hands. And I'm like, are you sure about that? What if we become a recipient? Oh. Interesting. I guess we shall see. Oh god, this is so good already. What if the RC Will is a doll and that's why he hates souls? Who knows? Or it could be like a clone thing, whatever. If we don't back up William, I will be mad. Man. Oh god, I'm just like so much peak in like 5 notes. I didn't even check how many notes there is. I'll check on Saturday. Palpatine type plot go. Somehow William has returned. Man, fucking Mika making me cry. So far, Mika and Reverse 1999, not Collapse. Yeah, I think they're the only gachas that have managed to like make me cry or tear up. Collapse not yet. Yeah, but I mean like also speaking from like gachas. I'm like, damn. So much peak. It's like I feel like between Girls Frontline and Reverse 1999, I just have like peak gacha writing. You know, the other gachas I play are fun. But but this is just peak writing. I'm anxious to know who this sends me to. I got Ezio, didn't know he was OP. He's OP, yeah. So congratulations. I still need to continue farming for Cassandra. Also, I got another reason to like try to rush all this girls Frontline, because on the 19th, I think, the next Reverse 1999 chapter is coming out. And you know, the stars are aligning, because just like in true girls Frontline fashion, we're going to Antarctica. Finally landing on Antarctica. And I know from the PV, like I know nothing other than the PV, but like shit's going down. So I feel like this is gonna very much be either like a climax kind of chapter, or like, you know, getting close to it. Not like the previous one that, you know, like the one so far after part 2 kind of started. You know, they've been fun, but they haven't have all the all those peak aura moments, like, you know, the ending of part 1 with the whole Vienna thing and the whole Lucy thing. But yeah, I feel like this is gonna be something close to that, or getting close to that. Like, shit's going down. Shit's gonna go down. That's why I was pushing Hakuya to like catch up with Reverse 1999 story. It's so funny to me how he talks about like how he enjoys the game so much and have not wrote the story, and has not wrote the story. I'm like, he's still in chapter 1. And has only read like the events and chapter 8. Which is alright. It was kind of disconnected from everything a little bit, so it's alright. But right now I went into his DMs and was like, okay, so you actually need to catch up with the story for this. You have to. Like, it is not a suggestion at this point. Like, you have to. Or I was like, or honestly, like, sincerely, I think, like, if you go and play this without having played the rest of the story, is just gonna ruin your entire experience. And I was like, and you've seen me how I treat like all the people that say like, oh, for the Girls Frontline side, that say like, oh, you need to like play this game to understand this, or like whatever. So, like, you've seen me, you've seen my opinions when people say that, so you know I don't say this lightly. I'm not saying this just because. I mean it. Don't be like me being up at 5 a.m. watching your Frontline pick. Oh no. Thank you for being here though. Please yourself, stay healthy. Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario for Reverse, as far as I know, this is a main chapter. So, you know, worst case scenario, it will be there. But, you know, I like to tackle it on release, or like as close after release as possible. But we shall see. You know, I need to finish Convolutional Kernel first. Very, very important. But yeah, Hakuya better be streaming Reverse and Titan next week. He has missed out on so much big. Like, I showed the screenshot on Discord and how I was like, and on Gears Frontline terms, I was like, oh, this will be like, if you go read the Slow Shock, only having read like chapter 1 to 3 of the main story or something like that. Like the equivalent. So I'm excited. So many exciting gachas. This is really gonna be the gacha month. I really don't like being like so focused on gachas, but you know, when peak arrives, it arrives. It just so happened that it's in gacha form this month, so. Love and hope for everyone. Reverse 1999 is also full of love and hope. So really, the month of love and hope, this will be. I mean, at least we'll have the Frontline 2 stories, which I heard they're okay, but you know, they're not like Nikeda level. So that those might be like some lighthearted, or like more lighthearted at least than what everything else we're going through. Short, they're short. Yeah, I heard they're short and they're just kind of, you know, they're not like plot related, I think. So those are gonna be our little breaks between all the very heavy love and hope. But yeah, for now, I gotta go eat. So I'll see you guys on Saturday. Pray for me so my sickness goes away, so I can be full energy on Saturday. Are you Team Andoris or Team Belka? None of them. But if I had to choose, I would pick Andoris. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Hope you enjoyed Peak so far. Remember to stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!